Godzilla Minus One is quickly approaching the entire world. Within the next couple of months, most of us will get to see this Toho production on the big screen. A groundbreaking moment for the King of the Monsters. At this point, there's still a ton of mystery surrounding Godzilla Minus One. Toho's done a great job of keeping most of the important stuff locked up, but in one of their recent TV trailers, they could have given us a glimpse at what could be Godzilla's new powerful attack. Don't forget to watch Al's breakdown on that trailer after you're done here. If you can't wait for Godzilla Minus One to hurry up and come out, stomp the heck out of that subscribe button and hit the bell to stay up to date on anything and everything Gojira. What the heck is going on here? Let's get to it. So in the trailer, we got a bunch of quick glimpses at Godzilla rampaging around. Some amazing stuff there, but the one shot that got me the most intrigued was the specific one on Godzilla's tail. Or the end of it, I should say. And bursting out of that tail is something I've never seen before. What appears to be one of the G-Man's dorsal plates explodes out of his flesh, glowing with atomic energy. Now the first thought that came through my mind was, is this some sort of firing mechanism, like the hammer on a gun? Could this random spine be what eventually triggers the rush of energy through Godzilla's tail, his body, and then out of his mouth? Working like a mat gun from the Halo franchise, this could allow Godzilla to unleash highly devastating atomic blasts that react much differently to what we've seen in the past. In a recent video I did, which really took off with you guys, I discussed what could be Godzilla's new version of the atomic blast. And perhaps this firing hammer dorsal spine is connected to that. Instead of shooting out like a rush of hot breath, or a laser beam, the blast might work like a cannon. Shooting out like an artillery blast, and impacting with similar fashion as well. We've got a running theory going on about this shot right here that this isn't an atomic blast going off, this is actually the end results of Godzilla's potential new atomic blast coming in contact with the ground. Looking like the atomic bomb, but not being it. Of course though, this is all theories based on the little that we do know. And with that being said, we can't rule out this other explanation I have for this weird dorsal tail thing going whack. Could Godzilla be evolving? Are we about to witness Godzilla's evolution? As seen in Shin Godzilla and the anime Singular Point, Toho loves the idea of mutating Godzilla through various forms recently. And while Minus One may not go all out on this concept like those prior entries, perhaps they throw it in this new story with a more simplified approach. Evolving Godzilla from the simple, destructive monster that he is, and turning him into that next level atomic god, like some Dragon Ball Z stuff or something. With that, perhaps after the first spine bursts out, that many more follow it going all the way up Godzilla's spine. Almost like Godzilla would be growing his reactor of sorts to allow him to use the atomic blast at will. Although it's hard to tell in the other shots of Godzilla that we've seen if this little spike spine thing sticking out of the back of his tail is still there, so that's really making me lean towards this being that fire mechanism thing more, because it's gonna go up and then he shoots it and it goes back down and then it's kind of hidden again. That's at least what my brain is going to. But what's yours going to? Let me know down in the comments. This wouldn't be the first time Godzilla would feature a new variant of his iconic atomic breath. There's been some wild ones given to us over the years, and in recent times it truly does seem like Toho is trying to constantly bring new ideas to the table regarding this. Minus One is going to feature a more traditionally designed Godzilla. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to give this take on the atomic reptile a mighty new atomic blast to once again elevate their game. Maybe a brand new cannon-like atomic blast. One that would impact the interest of fans just as hard as the target it was aimed at. I also want to mention that I've seen some really clever comments from some of you guys, theorizing that this thing going on with Godzilla's tail could be the monster trying to heal himself. We've already seen from the trailers that this Godzilla can take actual physical damage. There's plenty of clips out there where you can see his flesh being melted off of him. So for him to have some sort of regenerative ability would be really cool. So do you guys think that this tail spine thing is like a hint of what's to come regarding this new take on Godzilla? Or do you think that the shot's just going to be one of those like, oh gosh, those shock factor sort of things that people are going to be like, oh god, that's nasty. What do you think it's going to be all about? Leave your thoughts down below, everyone. I want to hear them. If you like this video and feel like I've earned it, feel free to give it a like and share it around to get the algorithm all fired up. As always, this has been Jacob, and I'll see you in the next one.